that one. Squeak by Daedra. Need to be careful there. There's some more shots being laid out. Disengage as well. And they're just really pushing them away from here because you got to get to that safe zone. Don't want to have to deal. A new winner that was outside of it. This is where players start to, I guess it really sets in on them that they're going to be playing for $3 million in prizing.
Yeah, if it hasn't already, I don't know what world they're living in, but here it is. Twiz goes for the shockwave overhead, and it's d-Rox who eats a chunky one right there. Cover H looking to chop this bad boy down. In comes the Stinkers. Is it going to be enough, though? The pressure is so real right here.
Twiz and Cover H doing it not only for themselves, doing it for New Zealand, their families, and everyone watching them at home. And that is going to be one elimination through. I saw that one pop up. That's number one for this duo. The challenge comes in, and that's the win there. 2 elims total. Twiz gets them both.
He tried to get out there and play the trap play, but it was not enough. 7 SSK and Jamside have rotated in from Paradise Found.
Oh no.
Oh no, down comes the build.
Oh no.
They should be close enough. Yeah, he is going to be able to catch himself, and the build battle goes off, Golden Boy.
Cover H is going to be down. Jamside, 7 SSK 7. You're looking at Jam's perspective here. Going in for the fight, and after winning that one out, it's going to be Jam and 7 SSK 7 that get the better of the boys from New Zealand.
They found their stride coming into Game 4 so far, and that means they're in the running right now. 4 elims is enough to put you on just about page 2, top 20, and we talked about it. If you can make it to that top 20 bracket, you're still in the running so far because there are several more games left before this thing is over here. This Calculator finds himself very high in the sky right here. He's got a nice little base. They're just waiting.
Yeah, waiting it out. Norwood's going to be beneath them. And those are the players that were forcing them out before. Oh no. Starting to hear the explosions, knocking them out.
Wow, he actually sent a shot when the Splode came in and hit Cease with that? What? How was Cease knocked right there?
Just, again, when it comes to Fortnite, you never know what you're really going to expect here. Players will always pull something out of the hat and surprise you each and every time. I was looking over at Macwood, who's playing defense. Calculator now really having to deal with 2 players angling shots at him. Macwood back into a fighting position, a fighting posture to help his buddy out.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate because they were just about to push to seal the deal and elevate there, and that third party up on the mountain ruined that push.
Slows things down. Elevated Seas having to deal with the Stinkers will be moving out of the fight now.
I love it right there. He uses the Stinkers to back him off, and since he doesn't take friendly damage from it, he pushes right into enemy territory here. He's so offensive. He's on the enemy traps.
Oh, man.
Macwood gets owned right there.
Not what you wanted to see happen after winning game number 3, but Elevate and Seas, he mentioned them before. They just need that moment to pop off so everyone here in New York can see what they're capable of. Such a great duo, but now having to deal with another fight. But Elevate, what a shot there on Calculator, sending him packing.
Calculator did a great job, though. He did win his straight off against Cease. Ronaldo and Ziff are just nearby, though. Looks like they've heard the commotion. They're getting closer, and it's Norwood. Norwood's lurking about. He was like, you know what, getting closer, trying to see what he can do here, and Ziff's going to fall down here because of the shockwave.
Yeah, Norwood was the one down low, hearing all of the action happening. Ziff and Ronaldo now in front of us. They managed to get this wall, just get ownership of it, but the ramp is going to be placed, giving him time to wiggle out of that moment of time.
And Norwood actually used all of his shockwaves there to disengage.
Yeah, it's not really worth it. By yourself, evidently. Oh, man. And that's Norwood. Norwood tried.
He didn't get far.
He did not get far at all, my friend, but there's the other duo right in front of him. Ziff and Ronaldo have him in the sights. Ronaldo's going to be on the other side now. Engaging in the fight, not taking any damage.
Such a good job, though. Good job by Ziff here to come in and back up his teammate right now. He is trying desperately to get to his teammate here. This is great teamwork. Now they have the pinch lined up, and the trap is down. That's a siphon for Elevate right there.
That siphon could be the difference maker for him. Ziff doesn't have any shields. Needs to take a moment to just pop the minis.
A little bit of a reset here.
Cease is still in this too. So he didn't get knocked. He's not full eliminated yet.
Which is rough. You don't convert the Elim, you don't get the point either here. As Elevate is doing a great job on defense, but the Campfire heals down players as well. This is actually really, really smart of them to sit on the Campfire right now and just wait and buy time. Always looking to set up the phase through right there, trying to get through the build. Some Shockwave comes out and close but no cigar.
Such an intense fight between these two.
Oh no, someone thirsted.
Snappy, he went for the shot from the distance. There you see him right there along with Red Rush. And then Zip down low on this island using not only the rocks, but also this metal that he had just built up for himself to get out of this.
Zip is the target of the server at the moment, as everywhere he moves, he cannot seem to catch a break, but he is gonna find a little bit of that high ground real estate right here and hopefully ease up the burden, but nope, has to change layers again. And now let's go ahead and take a look.
Oh, and Zip is out of here. Funk, I could have sworn I saw Funk there, but no, I think it was, that was Elevate. Apologies, that was Elevate that did get that.
But the secure was there. Moving on now, taking a look at the other side of the map. We have Stompy and Shinken still in the game. Mongraal and Mitro, Benji and Savage, Aqua. All of these duos, very, very powerhouse duos here.
Yep.
Close by right now.
4 eliminations for Benji Fishy. 36 duos remaining. It's going to be a loot late circle. So some water. Players will just have to build over. Nothing that these guys can't handle. Oh, a lot of open air though. Lots of open air.
All right, Benji's at 4 eliminations here.
He's been having a good game. They've been playing well.
He's been playing very good. 4 Elims.
Just the final moments, right?
This early in the game to have 4 Elims is actually huge, and I love what they're doing right now, just fishing for damage, because Storm Surge, you never want to be under the pressure of the Storm Surge. They know that with 50 players in the lobby, dependent on the zone, Storm Surge will activate, excuse me. So Force Thinkers is the perfect tool, perfect utility to have.
Can take some damage down on any of these players, getting comfortable inside of a box. Now looking at this, got Vinny down low in a campfire. Saw Aiden and Sean there too. Had a few good moments for Aiden and Sean. It hasn't really been their event so far.
Dude.
6 elims.
That's insane. Having 6 eliminations already. Take a look at this stat right here. Damage dealt, 842. The match average, every other player on average, 176. That's not even enough to take out a player with shield and health. So they're doing a lot of work on this lobby right now, and they are here to play. Looks like they're gonna find themselves another spot. This is actually an interesting spot, but it's all good because they have launch pads. They can get up and over this cliff lip right here, and they're backside safe, so all they have to do is protect their forward angles.
I understand we did get some moments of Mongraal earlier on as he's trying to see where players are going to start to make some moves. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We'll come back and see where they are currently.
Oh my, I'm dead. Nice! Nice! Oh my god, nice!
And that's why this is one of the best duos in Fortnite. Way to clutch up in those moments, man. Yeah, the nerves, they have to be shaking there. But Mongraal, just a steely stare. Love it. Love to see it.
Get out there and get yourself a duo that's going to clutch up for you today in the Fortnite game.
If your friend ain't doing it, drop him. You don't need him.
That's right, but you heard him. He said we're going to win loud and confidently. Mongraal and Mitro are here.
And they're here to win this game. That's the mission. But everyone else, all 33 duos that remain here have that same objective in mind. Luckily for them, I think that circle does work out for them just a tad.
And there it is, Storm Surge. It's now live.
And it's going to hurt some people.
You either have to do damage or less than 50 players have to be in the lobby. So 6 players, 6 individual players right
Gustavo's
now
out.
are under it. Yep, that's it. Gustavo gets owned right there. Is Wishy going to be able to do something about it?
Storm Surge in effect. Dubs and Mega once again. They're in second place in the leaderboards. 3 games have worked out very, very well for them.
And they can see that effect. You can see the Storm Surge around you.
51 players. Only 1 player needs to be eliminated, and that will be it.
Says, you know what? We balling. They out. They're going. They're trying to get that zone plan for placement right now. And do you blame them? Why not? They're in the lead right now. All they have to do is consistently skate through. They've gotten through the hardest part, the beginning. They're warmed up. As Mega is trying to fish around here and get a good spot. Looks like they get themselves a little bit more real estate, but their pressure is in because the Baller players come in.
Right in front of them, too. More defense having to be played here. It's kind of shades of game 3 when they were in a similar spot, but this was from the high ground. This time, they'll be right in front of them. The action has cooled, though. They can take a moment to reset.
Definitely did cost a fair amount of metal right there. Mega now on 300 metals, trying to inch his way to that fence nearby. Just doing a little bit of a material swap right there. Back to Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy with the minigun. The minigun's so good for pressure plays.
Spread out a few of those materials. Get ready for the potential movement. The snaking is what you would hear players often mention. They tunnel out, give themselves some coverage. You need a lot of materials for that. Then the artillery strike from up above, a new item that was added. You can build around and give yourself some defense, so really it's just waiting it out rather than having to move out of the blast area. 5 elims for Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy. 6 for Mitro and Mongraal. This has certainly been a dominant game for EU thus far.
Yeah, for sure. Yuang takes out Groat right there. EU player is gonna go down. Groat gets the trade out though, must have been the zone here as we are cutting across here. Mitro's trying to find some real estate here. Is he gonna be able to set up? He's going for the high ground. A little bit of a build-off, but Mongraal's got it under control. He's got the high. Who's putting some pressure down?
Yeah,
he's getting the shot straight across here, Golden.
Yeah, there was a duo right on the other side there that Mitro was concerned about, so he goes low. Then, really, wherever you go, there are going to be players looking right at you, and sometimes you just manage to incur the wrath of the entire server. Luckily for Mitro, that did not happen quite yet. Saf, I just saw Saf get dropped. Zate's going to be separated from his teammate there across the side, and that is the circle creeping on forward. It's going to be open air, open space for them, so the Ballers will have space to move around and try to survive here. This is it. It's coming down to the final moments, Monster, for a lot of these players. The pressure's on.
Yeah, Saf has already been taken out, so Zate is left to fend for himself here. Can he play for placement? We already know Mongraal, Mitro were split up. Can they find themselves amongst the chaos here? Aqua and Nyrox are holding up the high ground here as well, and that's a scary duo. Way up top, uncontested.
Not someone that you want to have up above you. Mitro, 6 builds remaining. After this, doesn't really have much left to work with, and the builds go away pretty much instantly. Zate gets eliminated, so that's going to be the end of the duo that's currently in first place in the standings, but Mega and Dubs. Dubs is out as well. 4 eliminations for the duo, the bottom right of your screen. Mega very capable of being able to clutch this out by himself, but it will not be easy.
Yeah, Mongraal actually just slips into the low ground too right now, so he is trying to stay alive here. Jumps into someone's box. It's Voron who gets taken out right there by Mongraal, so he's still in the running. Mega goes up and gets traded as well. Vinny's still here too. So many solos remain right now, but there are still several duos in the game here, Golden.
And the scariest duo is going to be up above. It's Aqua and Nyrox. They're tarping this up, and they're putting down shots wherever they can. If they can get a few more eliminations, a few more points, that will jettison them up the leaderboards.
Elevate has 7 elims as well right now. He has 7 already. Rojo jumps out of the box. Wolfie's still in the game.
Controller player. Talking to our boy Christian earlier, he mentioned he loves to get in the faces of players, and it has worked out for him thus far. Elevate is out of the game. 7 eliminations for him, 7 points, not bad at all, and you're going to get the placements to boot. Still, Aqua and Nyrox up above. Then you got Benji Fishy in the game. 5 eliminations for him, 6 total with Mr. Savage's 1. Oh, there's a player in front of him. He pops up in front of him. Oh, that's so scary there, but Benji Fishy is eliminated by Sky.
Sky has been around the competitive scene for a long time, and for good reason right there. Nyhrox now owning from the high ground, putting that pressure down. A shockwave was initiated right there, but it's not going to be enough. This is their map to control right here in the final moments. They're the only duo standing, Golden Boy.
This is their game to win. The Cooler duo. Is this going to happen? As they're putting the pressure on these players down low, they're synergized, they're communicating, and they're ready to pick up this victory royale in Game 4.
He only has 10 builds, though. This is very intense.
That's where it gets
Both
scary.
of them don't have much here. He's going to put all the splashes down. Is that the decision right there to commit? Looks like the shockwave is going to cause an eruption in the high ground, and now they're in the zone here. What's going to happen here? This is so close.
5 players remaining. Few left as the shockwave is going to send him all the way up. Nyhrox takes out Falconer down low, and he's wrestling with everyone. But Nyhrox is out. Oh no, he does manage to get the elimination, and in the storm, he gets the victory royale. 7 eliminations for the duo. A big, big win for Nyhrox and Aqua.
Huge shockwave play in the final moments right there. It's going to propel him to the high ground and allow him to work top down. But not only that, it chucked everyone into the zone for a couple of seconds right there. So it truly was the ultimate disruption right there.
The shockwave, at the end of the game, will just change everything. The complexion of it all. And it's just everything that had happened right at the end here. Look at Nyhrox, he just went down low. He wanted to get scrappy with him. He goes down. That's Sky and Chapix. And then it's Aqua who follows it up. Flew up right into the sky there.
That was actually
I also like looking at the player's face at these moments because the focus that he has. Oh man.
To hit your shots, you must hit your shots. Look at that. Stompy, Shinken have talked about Aqua and Nyhrox as players to look out for. They're scary competitors on the scene, and good to see them take a victory royale.
Yeah, in EU, right? So we've had 2 NA, 2 EU now. You know, getting a little scrappy out there.
Spicy.
I like to see it, right? Everyone's like, EU, where you at? NA, where you at, right? But hey, that is the game, right? You never know what you're gonna get. Sapphin's 8 still hold on to first place, but it's only gonna be by 2 points. Dubs and Mega, they're looking for that victory royale. If they're able to get it, hey, they could find themselves in first. Vinny and Zextro in 3rd place currently with 35 points, 5 shy of first place. Sapphin's 8 have to hold on to their title as the Kings of the Mountain. And in that last game, they just could not put it together. These last few games for this duo is going to be critical given how close this gap is between all of the players in the top 10.
That's right, and take a look at your next page here. We saw plenty of Spades and Crims winning that Paradise Palms kind of early interaction, but one loss sets them way back to the second page now because you have to continue to accrue points here. But look, Epic Whale still here as well. There's a lot of players in the running.
Yeah. Wild stuff from game 4, excuse me, as we've had the EU duo, the Cooler duo, managing to get their win on the world stage. I know that we're gonna have Jordan in a little bit with the winners. He's getting everything together. I want to hear from these players, and good news is we are gonna do just that. So let's send it on over to Jordan, who has our winners standing by.
A massive shift for EU here. We all know that shockwave grenades can absolutely shift the balance of in-game, especially allowing you to propel yourself up and work your way top down to dominate and control what was the most exciting final moments of in-game here today. What is your plan going into these next couple of games? There's a lot kind of hanging in the balance here, right? There's a big momentum shift for you, and you have the opportunity to kind of go any direction that you want. What's your plan?
Our plan is just to keep going what we're doing right now, just landing our spot and going for consistent placement points.
Consistent placement points, that's key and can absolutely take the Vic Roy home as you saw just now. Back to you, GB and Monster.
Thank you so much, Jordan, for that one, and stay the course. No reason for you to adjust anything. If it worked out for you there, clearly you're doing something right, Monster.
Yeah, absolutely. I think these competitive players know best, and stubbornness is in their name. You saw Jamside, 7SSK say, hey, I don't care if I lose the first 3 times here. We're going to master this. We're going to turn it around. And they did. They had a great, at least, showing at some point at the last one. So players are going to stick to their guns.
Early engagements, man, that is just, I love seeing those fights with the gray weapons, right? You really can tell who can figure it out with not much to work with. That's always the challenge that players have to deal with in the beginning of a game like this. Now, I do understand we have Balla standing by to break it down and what we saw in Game 4. Balla?
Yeah, well, Aqua and Nyrox definitely showed up here today, and the resurgence of EU is maybe starting. We've got 2 more games to go, but I want to talk about Mongraal and Mitro and what they had to do in this game here. They actually ran into Zexro and Vinny. We're going to start off. GB, you were talking about early game engagements. This is one that's been going in the duo of Mongraal and Mitro's favor against Skeptic and Clix in Neo Tilted Towers. The pressure here from Mitro to find out exactly where the first player is. Mongraal up above, then targeting on both. They try to get into the same box at the same time. They go down and just continue pushing forward. Mongraal and Mitro, it's the second time that they win this engagement here today, and it's not stopping. They continue forward onto Volks and Parpy and just try to hunt down everything. There Clix is trying to escape as well. And then this snipe here from Mitro. He actually, not only did he hit that, and they get right into it onto Zexro, he hit Vinny coming in with a drift board right before this. So 1 elimination there for them. And then they had the engagement that we saw earlier. We're gonna go ahead and run it back because this clutch them perfectly in position at 4th place right now. A reminder that this was with Mitro down after all was said and done. There he goes down, and then Mongraal comes in right on cue. He does not let his teammate go down. You heard the reactions earlier, and it continued because Mongraal got 1 more elimination in this game, leading to the 8 eliminations total before they fell, not before earning placements points though. So this game, not only did they take out Vinny and Zexro, which were in 3rd place, they stopped them from accruing any more placement points, so they are inching their way closer. They're now in 4th place. They actually have the most elims out of everybody in the tournament so far on 20. So with 2 more games to go, we're gonna see where they can leave themselves at the end. Back to you guys, GB and Monster.
Thank you so much, Balla, for the insight there. Everyone getting all ready for games 5 and 6. And then we crown our first ever Fortnite World Champion. Crazy to say out loud.
It's happening.
It's happening.
This is it. It's happening.
It's happening, right? Now, there have been a lot of duos that have been the talk of the town, but one duo in particular that have a lot of fans excited are Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage. And we did get an opportunity to catch up with them, and they're currently in 8th place. Can they climb up? Let's go ahead and check it out.
This is a scary duo. Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage.
Our communication is probably the best in the world.
I'm gonna rift us.
Yeah, go. I just think we're on another level.
Behind you. Double RPG, 3, 2, 1, go.
Absolute destruction there.
This dual partnership has changed our lives. We've been able to accomplish so much more together.
Let's go!
He encourages me, I encourage him.
We're best friends, we're duo partners, and it makes me smile.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Check me again, bro. We're savage. We're Benji Fishy, bro.
My name is Martin Foss Anderson, and I go by the name Mr. Savage.
My name is Benji Fish, and my in-game name is Benji Fishy.
One of the most terrifying duos coming out of Europe, period.
We live in different places, but we talk every day online.
I live in Oslo in Norway, and Benji lives.
I live in Surrey in the UK.
And I travel to England to meet him, see how he's doing here.
He has my back. If I ask him something, he'll help me out. We don't actually just play Fortnite. We play other games when we just want to have fun.
We have a lot of the same interests. He's always really humble. I love his personality. Yeah, we're great friends.
Shoot. All right, yeah. Shoot. All right, yeah.
I'm too good for you.
Oh, there's a guy northwest of me. He has an RPG on north.
The reason why we're so good at playing duos is because we both have super good mechanical skills, good chemistry, and communication.
Okay, 120. Knocked one. Let's go, dude.
Everybody knew in the community that Savage was one of the best players in the world. He knows the game really well, so he makes really good calls.
Benji's just so insane at just eliminating people.
Benji Fishy is dialed in right now.
He just follows me perfectly. He fills in the gaps that I can't fill in.
You'd think a fish out of water would be harmless. Not this fishy. Not today.
People were definitely scared if they see some fishes running around Happy Hamlet.
You'd think fishes weren't really that scary, but Fortnite, it's quite the opposite.
We're in a really good state right now as a duo.
Let's just cross Loot Lake. I think there's people on the other side.
We're playing super well.
Players, they continue to go down like flies.
We've been practicing. It's really nice to, finally be able to
Prove ourselves.
Benji Fishy.
Savage.
I think we're just going to show people how good we are.
Hey, look at that right there. Some fans of Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy. They were diabolical in the online qualifiers. And maybe, just maybe, with these last 2 games, they could pull it up and get themselves into top 3, maybe even first place. How crazy would that be?
Let's be honest, we've seen them do very well so far. Maybe not the performance they were looking for. I know they want to pull a victory. They have everything it takes. They can muscle up from 8th.
Yeah.
They'll be up there.
It's going to be a challenge for not them, but every single player. But we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, games 5 and 6, and then we crown our first ever Fortnite World Champions. We'll see you on the other side.
I'm here in the player lounge right now, joined by our Pro-Am winners, Arl Grimes and Airwalks. Wasn't totally expecting you'd win 2 in a row. Can you walk me through those final moments?
It felt really good. I don't think I would have won if I didn't have him.
Now, Arl Grime, you were holding your own, you were keeping up, you were staying alive, you were getting eliminations. How did you change your playstyle from last Pro-Am to this Pro-Am?
I think we learned a lot from the last one. Just that you focus on late game a little bit, and I just sort of let him lead the way and made it happen.
How did it feel to play with a potential World Cup duo winner?
It's amazing. I'm actually going to come tomorrow and sit in the stands and cheer for my man Airwalks, yeah.
Maybe make an Airwalks sign and wave it in the air?
Maybe a 98 bot sign. I'll hold it up.
Good luck on the event tomorrow. Congratulations on winning. Congratulations on winning. Incredible gameplay throughout Fortnite World Cup Pro-Am.
My name is Hype.
My name is Serpent. We qualified on the last week.
Week 10, duos.
It was pretty crazy. We knew it was the last opportunity we had, so we were just completely focused the entire time, and it was just a huge relief after we qualified.
Yeah, it was such a relief. I was waiting for this moment the whole time.
Well, before the leaderboard updated, we was almost positive. We was freaking out, and then when we finally saw the leaderboard update, we just started screaming the entire house down. We started playing back in like season 3 of Fortnite. We just found each other through a Discord community and joined a squad team together, and we just stuck with each other ever since.
Yeah, pretty much. I've never ever played with another duo besides Serpent, so since day one. We both make calls.
Yeah, we both have things we're a little bit better at, but we try to take the roles like evenly. I'm just really excited to play with everyone from all the regions. Yeah, I would say from what we've seen, OCE is a lot more aggressive play style because we go for a lot higher point games, whereas yeah, NA and EU, they have like way more passive play style than us, I think. It's a dream come true, to be honest. It's all I've wanted to do is just play games, and to have a huge opportunity like this is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, but yeah, just a crazy opportunity to be able to play against the best players around the world.
大家好，我是 XXM， 我来自中国。
The rocket's gonna come up through. Are they all coming down? Moon PPO.
我叫小蒙德，我来自中国。
我们是在那个亚洲锦标赛第6周海选的时候，靠双排拿到了亚洲第1。
A second rocket going to catch both players? How do you even find that angle?
当时我很高兴，我超级高兴，从桌子上跳了起来。
These guys do not miss. You have to be careful. You cannot sleep on them.
我们为了准备这个比赛，我们每天基本上要训练12个小时以上。
我想我到现场的话，我的心应该会蹦出来。
我希望他们可以好好的去看这场比赛，因为能学到很多的东西。
And it's over before we could even say anything because Xpende and XXM just destroyed them. Don't land on these guys.
因为我平时很喜欢购入。 然后，如果说获得这么多奖金的话，我一定会买。
也许我会在一个很悠闲的地方买一个动物，玩个比如瑞士。
There you go, bro. Nice to meet you. Enjoy your weekend, okay? Thank you.
Profound respect. I see you guys play us for the first time.
Yeah.
A lot of skills.
Good fun. It's
yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Very impressive.
Hey, man. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
I've been following you for so long. It's crazy I'm here. I can't believe it, man. Can I get a video of you saying that I'm the best Fortnite player?
Okay.
Can you say Lucas is the best Fortnite player?
Lucas is the best.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, guys. I'm here with Ali, and he has a message.
Very important message. Lucas is the best Fortnite player, okay?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you so much.
What's up, buddy? What's your name?
Kevin, man.
Kevin, nice to meet you, bro. How are we doing today?
Doing good. Congrats yesterday, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it was crazy. $1 million jump. My teammate really clutched up.
Yeah,
Have a good one. Yeah. Boom. There you go, buddy. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one, man.
You're the girl that's your biggest fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Love that. Love that. So, man, what's your name? James? And Justin. How we doing, boys? Sign right there. All right, cool. Having fun at the event? Good. That's what I like to hear. Cool. Yeah, it was fun.
What's up, guys? It's Clicks.
And it's Skeptic.
And we qualified for NA East.
Alright, so me and Clicks' main goal, we even said it the day before in semifinals.
Oh, ese tipo lo conozco, ese nene lo conozco.
By the first week that it was duos. So we wanted to shoot for top 25, and we just blew out our expectations of how we played that day.
This is my first LAN event ever. I'm 14, so before this, the required LAN age was 16. So this is a life-changing event that Epic gave me.
It's mind-blowing, and it's a good journey. So one of my friends back in December recommended me to play with Clicks. So I tried playing with him once. We played a few games. We didn't do amazing. Well, we played pretty good. But I had to do a part at the time, so I was good. But after he started competing high levels in Share the Love, he got first place and all that. I hit him up, and we decided the game.
And then the first week, we probably played for 3 days, and that week we qualified.
Yeah.
So we had 3 days of practice and somehow qualified. Yeah, before a big game, to get my nerves out and make sure I'm on the right track, I literally just scream as loud as I can. Like, my stream knows it, so hopefully that goes along with it.
I wash my hands. I'm not joking. No, I wash my hands. I have to get the perfect grip on my mouse, so I wash my hands a lot. Like a lot a day, just to make sure I have a perfect grip on my mouse. Sounds pretty weird, but it helps.
Tons of people ask me questions on a daily, like, how do you find the right sensitivity? And I feel like that's obviously the big mechanical way for the game. So I just tell people to stick in one sensitivity and just work your way at it, and it really comes a long way with my aim, my building, everything like that.
I say practice makes perfect with everything in life. Just I think about the game. The more you practice, the more you playing creative, the more you'll get mechanical, game-wise, and all that up. So I think practice makes perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The World Cup Finals Duos competition. My name is Dr. Lupo, and I missed you dearly. Joining me on the desk for the final 2 matches, Courage JD. You know him, you love him, one of the best men in the industry.
Oh, stop.
I'm super excited to see what these final 2 games have in store. We've watched a ridiculous competition thus far. Honestly, it's been insane. I've had a chance to watch some of the plays, some of the shots from some of these players, the accuracy, the heads-up gameplay. Jack, it's been insane. What do you think so far?
It's insane, Dr. Lupo. It is great to hear your voice, and I am so excited to be casting these final 2 games together for the Fortnite World Cup Finals Duo competition. We are 2 games away from crowning our first ever Fortnite World Champions, who will win a combined $3 million US. That is a lot of money if you don't know how much US dollars is worth, because this is the World Cup, as you know. But Ben, I'm so excited.
It's insane. The $3 million for first place. It's not the only position on the leaderboard that takes home 7 figures. So look at that leaderboard. We're going to throw it over to Sundown just to see where everybody stands thus far.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And what we have here is the current top 10 on the board. Now, we talked about this being the World Cup representation coming out in the top 20 from all of the regions in there. You can see NA currently sitting on top, but EU just behind them with representation from Mitro and Mongrel, Rojo and Wolfies. And then during the break, we got to talk to Hype and Serpent, who have also made a great play. Let's not forget about our most recent victory royale out of Nyrox and Aqua, climbing them into the top 10. Now, what we want to take into account, 2 matches are left. The highest elim totals we've seen out of a pairing is 12. We've seen it twice. What we have seen on the Victory Royale end, we've seen a 9 elimination, but more commonly, it's right around 5 or 6. So what does that mean? We can expect about 2 of the winners to come out with 15 to 16 points. If you look at that top 10 right now, the spread is 17 points. With 2 games remaining, everyone who is on this board has the ability to challenge for the top spot to be the first ever Duos World Champion at the Fortnite World Cup. No one is out of it. The Chinese pair is just off the page as well. Anybody can make a play. 2 matches are left. Let's head back inside, back into the action. Lupo and Courage, take it away.
Sundan, thank you so much for your analysis of the board thus far. And you're right. Looking at the board, the limited spread between first and 10th, 17 points is incredibly close, but that's not even the beginning of it. You have to realize that across all 50 duos, just 2 games, these last 2 could push any duo all the way up into the top. That top 10 taking a crazy amount of prizing home, Jack.
Yep. It is a life-changing amount of money, to say the least. As you know, people watching from around the world, millions and millions tuning in today. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. I want to hear from you right now. Tweet Dr. Lupo, myself, Fortnite. Which region will come out on top? Will NA remain up top? Will EU surge back? You heard some of the Asia, Oceanic, Brazil region still trying to push on through. I think NA is going to do it. I really do.
It's anybody's game, to be quite honest, but it's interesting to see trends from the qualifiers of previous weeks. You know, the 10 that we had leading up to this moment. Some of the names that were stars then, stars yet again here, and that consistency is going to shine through in a big way as we go into late games. We've had some of the highest player count final circles that we've ever seen. We've had a lot of aggressive gameplay from people at clutch moments. And that's not the end, Jack. We've got 2 games left, and Game 5 is ready to go, Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, this crowd has been incredible live here at the Arthur Ashe Tennis Arena in New York City. Which region will reign supreme? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched. Game 5 is underway.
The last few matches, Jack, we've seen some relatively contested, popular drop zones. I've been watching on Twitter, and a lot of people have discussed whether or not Loot Lake right now is one of the hottest drops in the game. You have a number of duos, high-power duos that have dropped there consistently thus far. Do you think going into this Game 5 and 6, we're gonna see similarly contested early drops, or are people gonna change up the strategy with the amount of prizing on the line?
I think the thing that we've seen so far is the teams that stick to their strategy are the teams that are, you know, staying out on top. It's why they're consistently placing, say, Saf and Zayt, for example. Wouldn't be surprised to see people stick with their normal game one more time. Again, as Sundown did a great job of highlighting, Dr. Lupo, one big performance, 12 elims in a victory royale, 22-point game would shoot you way up the leaderboards.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't count yourself out yet, as we do see our last match winners currently on our screen.
Uncontested there. Nyrox dropping in an early baller, a very pivotal piece for late game survival. Going to farm up all the materials he can inside. Not going to smash too much of the outside until maybe the last second, just to prevent any reveal of his own position. He's just going to go and move on. And actually does see targets down below. A couple attempted shots. That scope, they are accuracy at this level. Going to have to be very key if you're going to try and pick up an elimination that early. The scope might be exactly what Nyrox needs to establish yet another elimination to put himself higher on the leaderboard with this duo.
Remember, the scope assault rifle, a hit scan weapon. You aim, you point, you shoot. If it's on him, it'll hit him. And these guys have pinpoint accuracy, as it's known. You know, when you land on the southwest side of the map, if you don't land in an exact big area, it's a very, very scrappy start. It's a lot around getting a baller, rotating on through, and just trying to, pick up one chest here, loot one building here, and piece some things together. It's known how tough it can be, but Nyrox and Aqua currently on their way. Let's shift our focus towards Neo Tilted here. You see Mongraal and Mitro, who so many times have been contesting here with Clix and Skeptic. Clix and Skeptic so far, pretty quiet day today, Dr. Lupo.
I would agree. 4 duos, though, in Tilted. Going to be interesting to see who opts to take an early out, maybe go for the ballers that spawn in that slipstream around the outside, or maybe get a little aggressive and push on another team that spawns in there. Potentially from an earlier game, though, Skeptic hopefully learned his lesson. You don't want to L the camera necessarily too early.
Yep.
Love to see the confidence, though. He's a very confident player, which does not surprise me. Extremely skilled, so that kind of gameplay, you're going to see it from Skeptic on and off the stream and on and off the land here. Arthur Ashe Stadium, one of the coolest streams I think we've ever done this in.
Oh, incredible. It's, you walk on through, you see all the tennis greats, and I hope they put up a poster of the winner of the Fortnite World Cup there. It's Serena Williams, Saf and Zayt.
Honestly, it would be incredible.
It would be. I think that sounds good to me. I think that people would be confused at all. But maybe it's the start of a great legacy here at this arena. But right now, you begin to point out Mongraal and Mitro landing here every single game. 4 teams though, still in Neo Tilted. When will the battles begin? 97 players left. Every duo still represented.
crazy powerful loadout. You saw he has 4 shadow bombs this early in the game. Those are incredibly powerful going into late game, especially when you're attempting to avoid confrontation as much as possible until just the right moment. You can shadow bomb out of almost anything. Granted, the people that may see you rotate don't have pinpoint accuracy, which honestly is typically the case in a lobby like this.
Well, we go ahead and look at Lucky Landing right now. 2 teams currently here. This has been the case so far this game. Gustavox 8 and Wishy DP up against M11Z. The duo right there.
At this point, yeah, I was going to say, it looks like they're just opting to do a little bit of a split here. Just watching the opponents move around down below. They don't necessarily have to push this yet. They do have a little bit of time before the Storm starts to make a move here, so pressure is going to be applied before you know it. But a loadout like this, there's no shotgun in the inventory. They have the shockwaves to rotate if they need to, but those are oftentimes saved for late game if you can do it. It's an easy way to push through opponents' builds that are above you, as we've seen in previous matches countless times, take the high ground without maybe being challenged. The only downside is you put yourself way out in the open. We did see a number of players get eliminated on the fly, literally, while shooting through the air with their shotgun. So we'll have to see. Shots are behind Gustavox 8. Knocked down, no shield remaining.
Wondering if Daedra and M11Z decide to push off this Wishy. Reveals that he does have that heavy sniper. Grenades coming on through. Quick little reaction right there to box up for a brief moment. But remember, when you get that shield broken, there is a unique animation and sound effect. So Daedra and M11Z know that Gustavox up top has no shield left, and that heavy sniper rips through the wood right there. Good coordination to get some damage done on this player.
Saw Daedra holding that edit, that pyramid at the top, so we can look through, and shots from the duo up above, Wishy and Gustavox, well coordinated. No push yet. This is kind of a stalemate at this point, which for all 4 of these players may end up fighting them in the back. That being said, Wishy, the fly in right there, pushing up, trying to get past, moving over to this brick pig, and make their way into maybe a little bit of side cover.
Shrine made for me on the map is. Now Wishy will go ahead and loot that chest alongside Gustavox, who are both out of shields. Looks like Daedra and M11Z did what they wanted to, which is to push them out of Lucky Landing. Not sure if they're going to continue to pursue this. It doesn't appear so right now. And all things considered, I don't think they need to, right? They can go back now, farm up this whole area, check for the certain loot spots that may have been missed, and continue to get materials now. Moving towards Dusty Divot. Rogue members Tetra and Eclipse currently building up with players just below.
Clix and Skeptic. Duo underneath. A little bit of a split for Tetra and Eclipse. Hopefully does not come to bite them in the back. We'll see here in a second. Eclipse pushing up, trying to match position with Tetra. Shots on the baller. You don't want to see those things last too long. Nobody was in it. It was just rolling down the hill.
And this can be really useful, Ben, because the players down low that are going to get by this airstrike, I believe it's Clix and Skeptic, are only building with wood, and wood gets shredded on through. And Skeptic, because of that, now down to just 25 HP, and that might be the green light for this duo to push on forward. One player challenging up top. Eclipse has him trapped in the box. Does take a little bit more damage. It will be a build battle for height. Eclipse with a ton of materials, but look at the elimination feed. Tetra with the elim on to Skeptic, so it's a 2 versus 1. Clix all by himself.
Even if there's a sacrifice to the 2v1, that 1v1 afterwards and the pickup, the revive your teammate might be the best play. We'll see here in a second. Pressure from above, not yet. Clix all on his all by himself right there. Take just a second and heal up. Any chance you can get to get a little bit of HP might be the key to staying alive.
And this is where I believe adjustments need to begin to be made, right? Eclipse and Tetra. And forward, Clix now all by himself, trying to force him to happen. There's no shot right there as he goes down. The day of struggles for Skeptic and Clix continue. But the point I was going to make right there is now you're getting to a point where you need to go and push for those elims if you want to make the climb back up that leaderboard. Eclipse and Tetra obviously still have some work to do. In that 2 versus 1, before another team can begin to push on in and try to steal that last elimination, they have to force the 2v1. Thankfully, Clix does it for them. They get the free limb and win that fight at Dusty Divot.
Meanwhile, Safin's 8. First game winners, current leader. Saf beat from above. Oh my gosh, the heavy snipe to knock the pyramid, and immediately capitalizing on Saf being exposed, leaves Zayt in a 1v2. A little bit of a panic, and the Shadow Bomb may or may not be enough. Right into the slip to try and sneak away. Gonna run down in some previous builds. That's a quick pick off there from 4ZR and nowhere.
And that's the second time we've seen that today. The player with the heavy sniper, they can see that the pyramid is being edited on through and peeked through. So they immediately call that out. They time the shot alongside AR shots, or that one I believe it was actually shotguns. and Sap is eliminated before he can even build a single wall. As right now, it's Zayt all by himself. Now moving towards the northeastern side of the map near Pressure Plant. Our mech friend no longer there, but I think he got sniped.
Just taking shots at anybody that rotates. That high ground advantage, even early game. We look at it a lot late game.
Yep.
A lot of the build fights and late game rotations are capitalized by players that have the high ground advantage. But even early game, high ground gives the ability to scout. Aiden, Sean goes down. Aiden, an attempt to push on through and try and pick up the elimination on his opponent. Quinton inside the box there, does knock the wall out, picks up the materials, and kick to grab the card of his teammate.
I was going to say, I think that the teammate was not. So it is a 1 versus 1 in this fight. Aiden at max HP, gets the high ground for the moment. Quinton, absolute the health disadvantage. Aiden most likely knows this, continues to push for this elimination, wants to clean this up as quickly as possible. Wondering if Quinton has any traps to be used right here. Doesn't appear so as of right now. That edit was just missed by Quinton as he tried to go push back up to the high ground. Just get above. Aiden pushes on in, spraying. Unfortunately not able to connect, takes 44 damage right there. Quinton, a masterful fight so far. Aiden's health advantage now gone as they're about 15 HP between each other. But Aiden has the chug splashes, and Dr. Lupo, they show off just how good they are right there.
Quinton stuck all the way up top, popping that med kit, trying to get back to 100 HP. Aiden and Quinton in a little standoff here, a back and forth of epic proportions. Quinton,
there's the storm.
A little bit of pressure. You got up above. Quinton trying to watch that, holding that pyramid edit to the peak. Trying to catch himself up inside the pyramid by resetting. Can't quite do it. Does fight for high ground. Aiden on controller. Don't forget that. One of the best controller players we've ever seen. 101 HP remaining. These inside the box fights, the combat for who can own a wall, the back and forth is insane. And the top down view, Aiden can't quite get that pyramid edit and gets caught in his own door.
Did he miss? Yeah, I think he missed the edit out. Did wind up building a door, and Quinton makes it back in time to grab the reboot card. So Aiden and Sean go down quite early in game number 5. 74 players remaining. Storm Surge still currently in play. Zayt Sap far above it at 385 damage above. Shouldn't really have to worry about that too much. As Zayt is in another skirmish right here. Dr. Lupo not deciding to use the chug splashes to get that health up.
An interesting note here, you see Zayt taking single swings the wall that he doesn't own. He's attempting to bait the player from stopping a heal. He wants him to disengage from that so he can basically force a fight. He doesn't want them to get any of that HP back.
You got the floor.
Shield.
And he already had that wall!
Oh my gosh, and Tux goes down. What an angle shot from Zayt there.
And that right there is Zayt baiting his opponent into making that exact move. What you just saw was why Zayt has remained one of the best players in competitive Fortnite from the very early days. He replaced the first wall before that fight even began. Then he moved towards his opponent, shot out the floor to push him towards the wall he already replaced. And once he did that, once the player ran and thought he was safe, he quickly hops on up, edits his own wall that he placed earlier, and gets the free elimination. It's one of those plays that separates Zayt from the millions of other players that play Fortnite.
There's a reason they won that first game, Jack. It's going to show through and through throughout all these matches. Zip called on your screen here. Game 5. 2 matches remaining.
It's a very easternmost zone, Dr. Lupo, so you're looking towards it right now. Lonely Lodge will still narrowly be in play. Outside of that, just the drone ship from up above.
The right side of your screen, don't get the format for these. Oh, Quinn goes down.
I think he got caught with his build still in his hand. He wasn't expecting it.
See the blueprint out. You hate to see that. The victory royale worth 10 points. Top 5 is 7. Top 10 is 5. Top 15 gets you 3. And every elimination, that single point, and every elimination so valuable in 6 matches. We're not looking at the same 10 that we saw in the qualifying weeks. You have only the 6, but it's a guaranteed 6. You have to take advantage of every elim you can, because looking at the leaderboard like Sundown did earlier, 17 points at that time spread 1st to 10th place.
Yep. Here the fights continue. Tyler 15 and Lanane in an awkward position right now as Tyler 15 has gone down, and there's pressure from both sides. And you've got to think these players know exactly where they are, and that's what they're going to do. Already 4 eliminations between Forzier as well as Noward, and they're trying to get this wall replaced. They've got one. Did he get the pyramid as well? I can't tell as of right now.
Interesting note about Tyler 15 and Lenane. They had planned to run just the first qualifier, week 2 together, and if they did not qualify for the World Cup, they agreed that they were going to try and hook up with their normal duos.
Yep.
And lo and behold, they qualified for the World Cup, so here they are. They have not spent a whole lot of time together, and it's amazing to say that because the cohesion between those two, oftentimes when we watch them, they're on top of each other's game the entire time.
Yep. And that's why they've made it this far. 65 players left. The next storm surge could be happening soon. You see the shockwave grenades used as Crims right now eats a rocket to the face, down to just 79 HP. Thankfully, if you're a Crims fan, he does have 5 minis to pop, 2 big shields. I'm sure Spades. Oh no, Spades is full health, so I was gonna say, I'm sure Spades, if he needs some shields,
They are
will
good use to
it.
go. They are good to go.
Spades, I think, just needed, Spades just needed more AR ammo to keep shooting, Dr. Lupo.
Exactly. Hold down that left click and see what you can get. Especially in situations like this, we even saw that kind of thing happen in the Pro-Am. I think Tim the Tatman faced attacks from multiple sides while in the box.
It happens.
A number
for
of
sure.
players know how that feels, and so the ammunition does get chewed through quite quickly.
Absolutely is. You see where all these players are stacked up. Rote DW and Blue T taking over that main lodge right now. Sis Lucky. Don't see the duo anywhere, so Sis Lucky might be all by himself at the moment. 62 players left. Zayt, remember, by himself. Saf did get cut down earlier on, and it looks like Vinny also all alone. Maybe Zexor dropped earlier on in this game too.
Going into these late games, Jack.
Yeah.
Especially when we're on the second to last. Pressure is at an all-time high for some of these players, especially the ones that have never, or is it going to get the best of them?
I'm just really, I can't even speak from experience on this. I mean, yeah, sure, I played at a few Pro-Ams, and sure outplaced you, Tim, Ninja, well, basically everyone yesterday as I got top 8, and that was an incredible performance that I'm truly proud of.
Jack, you outplaced us in both winnings and wake.
But as we take a look at this again, I actually forget what I was going for with this because I was complimenting myself so much, but Nate Hill and Funk Bob, 2 players who've had a very quiet day so far, 4 points up to this game. They've matched that in this one alone, so they're at 8 overall, and well, that's that moment we're talking about. With the shield broken, the entire lobby has decided you are the player we're going to shoot at, and Nate Hill is burning through materials. This is looking like it's going to end right here for this FaZe Clan duo. Nate trying to make it through. Just a frantic flint knock shot. At that point, it's desperation. 6 total builds, no healing, only 34 HP.
Imagine if Nate had caught. Wait.
Did tag him. And no.
Gospel side is caught between multiple teams, players rotating into the zone, players that were originally taking shots. A tough break there in Game 5 for Nate Hill and Funk Bomb.
Keenstar and Hunter do wind up finishing off that elimination with the help of Serpent and crew. 57 players left now. This zone, Ben, is in the middle of basically a forest, but most trees are now gone. I'm looking at the minimap right now. This is a pretty central zone where everything's remaining, so players on the outside will need to move in from all areas. The zone pushing forward. Here are Mitro and Mongol. A quiet game so far. 0 eliminations up to this point. The question remains, will EU climb up into the top 3? They're just on the outside right now. I know this is NA home turf, but I know the hundreds of thousands of European members of the Fortnite community are out there rooting for duos like Mongol and Mitro to pop on up. And unfortunately, when I mentioned EU duos, I just saw Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage go down to the duo of Arkram and Falconer as they continue to perform well, a team also in the top 6.
Not out of this just yet. 1 game still remaining. This circle, a east-southeast push. This is the 50-50 where you're going to see a number of players sit inside the next safe zone and take advantage of that ability to watch people rotate in. That's where a lot of the eliminations mid-game happen, is people trying to get into the next position, and players like Mongrel, Mitro, they are in spots to take advantage of that. That being said, Ronaldo does take out Mitro on the feet, picks up that elimination for the duo. 28 duos remaining. We're not even close to placement points yet. That happens at 15, Jack.
Yeah, and Mongrel knows this. When you look at his inventory right now, no combat shotgun, still this epic tactical shotgun, quite good. The big question for me, 2 shadow bombs, all the movement, how exactly does he play this? Mongrel looking for an elimination, shot comes on in, does get a Small little shield tag, but not too much to begin to push that. Good job at least getting up this layer of height. Remember, it's so tough in elevation here when there's so many builds. Bottom right of your screen, another solo still remaining. It's Zayt, who still has, I believe, 3 Shadow Bombs left, Dr. Lupo, to make plays in the late game.
Two of the biggest players we've watched thus far. A lot of people just waiting to see how things are going to play out. Mongraal holding this edit. He's waiting for that opportunity to pop up with that purple tag. See if you can do enough damage to pick up an elimination or at least a knock, especially as we get into the circles where movement of the entire zone is going to happen. A knock will translate into a full elimination. That Siphon will kick in the HP or shield. Those last second elims before things start to move, those are huge. They give you that little boost you might need to engage in the fight on the move. Falconer, Arcrum sitting in a great spot right now, kind of smack dab in the middle of the current safe zone. Yeah. We have 21 seconds before this circle starts to move.
I mean, I feel like this duo hasn't been spoken about a ton so far today. They're currently top 5, Dr. Lupo, in another place where...
Incredible players.
Yeah, they can absolutely make some noise right here in this one if they can finish strong. Remember, other teams in the top 5, though, still have representation. With Zayt still in this one, Falconer and Arcrum. Arcrum quite weak at the moment, though, about 120 HP in total. 27 duos left. If you're keeping in mind the format of this game, it's top 15, and they're going to go ahead and shockwave across. They both use one shockwave together, and now the push begins. Falconer slowly inching towards this zone. He's being pressured by some stinks at the moment. Only 7 total builds left. He's got to follow up his teammate, and that's a great recovery by this duo. He's made it back to Arcrum, but look at the high ground, folks. The battle begins now. Aqua and Nyhrox are winners from last game, already back on height, and high ground has been the key to victory so far today.
Just underneath Airwax, the back-to-back Pro-Am winner, and his duo Nikov below. Previous game winner sitting all the way up on top. Cease and Elevate rotating across the very front of the circle. You see players flying across the current safe zone. The shockwave grenade's so key in movement late game right now in the current meta. Players on bottom fighting it out. Only a few ballers left in play right now, and they're most likely, if not already, going to be eliminated very quickly.
19 duos left.
Aqua on the top. He'll come floating back down here in just a second.
Battle still going. Nyhrox and Aqua off the high ground. No one challenging for it as of yet. You got Elevate and Cease still on the low ground. Punisher there as well. Mongraal still making plays happen without any movement items left. We are one team away from placement points being earned, and there it is. We are now in our top 15.
Zayt getting caught off guard from behind. Lenane drops in.
He wound up dropping in 16th.
It's just outside of placement points.
Zayt and Saf will not earn placement points this game. The lobby beginning to drop like flies, and look on the high ground still, folks. It's Nyhrox and Aqua setting themselves up for a great spot at the end of this game. 2 players still left in ballers. Somehow, Mongraal is, oh no, he goes down right there. 11 players left, Dr. Lupo.
Players all the way to the high ground, still Aqua and Nyhrox. They have absolute ownership of everything underneath them, so long as they stay on top of their material count. They don't get overzealous with those builds. You have to savor those, because right now there's nothing left unless you pick it up from a player that gets eliminated. Item at the edge of the zone goes down. Spray from that minigun from Aqua. He is not letting anybody move unchallenged right now.
So powerful. 2 duos left. It's Aqua and Nyhrox, Cease and Elevate. The rest are all solos down low. Clusia with the elimination on a Chapix. Cease and Elevate deciding to drop down low because I believe they're out of builds. They just got to go brawler mode right now. Cease getting chunked by this minigun of Aqua as he continues to rain down fire. Down goes Cease. Elevate now weak as well.
The circle's moving back the other way. Wolfies is at the forefront right now in one of the best spots because of all those builds potentially already owned. He can just make his way on through without challenge.
Skype trying to challenge for high ground and gets absolutely beamed. Daedra and Wolfies in this game as solos. Clusia as well. Aqua and Nyhrox. Could they get another victory royale? Currently at 5 eliminations this game.
Aqua, stink grenades from above, still riding that minigun, still 250 small ammunition remaining. This thing is so punishing from above. You have that high ground advantage. You have the shots on Wolfies from above the elimination, a 3v2 situation. Aqua, Nyhrox looking to pick up the first World Cup back-to-back victory royale, Jack.
Pressure coming on in. They drop down low. The tag's coming. Oh my gosh! There it is! A 17-point performance from Aqua and Nyrox as they win it again.
That alone, those 2 games may be enough to push them all the way to the top of the leaderboard, and they are 1 game away if they can hold that from $3 million.
My goodness, folks, here it is again. Aqua with that minigun up top just made it impossible for any other team to even try to contest them on high ground. They send Nyrox down, Kluja there as well. Here, Kluja was doing everything he could, but again, when you're at a number disadvantage, Dr. Lupo, a health disadvantage, when you're on the low ground as well, I mean, I just don't see how you could even win the game. He tried to edit him down. Unfortunately, just can't hit the final shots as Aqua still drops him with 200 HP. And again, much deserved as they take the victory royale.
The reactions from these players are one of my favorite parts, especially at this level, Jack.
Yeah.
1 game remaining. World Cup Finals Duos competition, and the best players we've ever seen in any lobby, literally ever. And we're here along with literally 18,000 people at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Yeah, and they are enjoying themselves here today. What a feeling it has been. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage so far of the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. A reminder for the millions watching online right now, we still have another day of competition, and tomorrow it gets even more intense. The solos competition will be underway. Tfue will be involved as well.
Tfue. Quiero ver a Tfue, loco. Tfue está bien potente. Tfue.
There's no reboots. It's you and you only. The nerves will be at an all-time high.
Who do you have? If you look at the entire list of everybody for solos, real quick.
Tfue. Quiero ver a Tfue, loco. Tfue está bien potente. Tfue.
We just got the standings, and now I completely shifted focus. Sap and Zate still in the lead.
3 points, Jack.
Yes.
First and second are separated by 3 points. The 2 victory royales now for Nyrox and Aqua, definitely moving them way up the leaderboard.
But look
second
at this.
place now.
EU and NA. The fight back and forth is there, right?
Twitter's talked about it about 1 million times.
Yep.
Reddit says it over and over again. EU versus NA, and I think right now this leaderboard screams that the competition on both sides is huge. Page 2 on your screen now, Jack.
And there's Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, 12th place right now, 25 points. The difference between 11th and 20th, just 6 points right now. Dr. Lupo still anybody's game as this continues on through. What a day we've had so far, just 1 game left. Everything on the line here, players preparing for this one as it should be starting up momentarily, but again, there are our leaders, and what we saw right there was them actually looking at second place, seeing exactly where they stand. Remember, when tiebreakers come into play, that second victory royale could make a major difference. We are almost ready for this last game here, but we want to take a look back at game number 5 with Ball.
Thank you so much, Courage. The action is crazy and this leaderboard is so tight at the top. We're going to take a look at some of the moments from Zate and Sap's game because Sap actually went down early. So let's go ahead and roll it because this is Zate being 300 ice coming in, finishes off the first one right away. That's for when Tux tries to make the play, but not before he finishes the elimination. And then Zate ends up going down, tries to get the wall replaced for a bit, but continues on forward, gets back up with the slipstream, eventually comes back up to take out the last remaining player here. This was a 1v2 clutch. And if you think about the standings right now, they were at 40 points before this game began. They got 3 points in this one here by himself. That's what kept him in the lead here today, right now. Finally picking up Volks on the outside of the zone. That's perfect play from Zate. Didn't get quite top 15, but he did get this one last elimination, and that is what is keeping them in the game right now. You have to remember, they did not play too well in the last game. They accrued a little bit of points, and they're doing it again. They have to have a strong game here, but when you think about the rest of them too, Mongraal and Mitro, they had only Mongraal for a little while. Vinny and Zexro, they only went down to Zexro as well. So Clutch is all up. I mean, literally, it comes down to one player's performance. I can't wait to see this last game. Gentlemen, please, if you don't mind, close us out.
Thank you, Balla. Great stuff as always. And whoa, oh there, okay.
Marshmello joining us on the cast.
Yeah, I think that's basically exactly how it works. Now we have a little bit of special announcement for everyone live in the venue right now. Pay attention, Fortnite World Cup attendees, to celebrate the 1 p.m. Marshmello live performance on Sunday, tomorrow, the first 2,500 fans to enter the Arthur Ashe Stadium will receive a Marshmello cosplay helmet to wear during the performance. The first 400 fans to enter the stadium will also receive the Marshmello supply drop codes. These special codes contain the Marshmello outfit, the Mellow Rider glider, the all-new Mellow Mallets pickaxe, and 1,000 V-Bucks. Also, the first 10,000 fans to enter the stadium will receive Fortnite-themed Thunder Axes to make noise while cheering on their favorite players during the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Doors to the Arthur Ashe Stadium open at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow, so you want to make sure you get here early to make sure you get your seat. I'm looking forward to that.
Can you show me the axes, please?
I mean, look at this. You know how loud this is going to be in here tomorrow when you're banging these around, when you can annoy your siblings with these when you end up going home with them. I don't want to give everyone any more ideas, but I'm ready for that performance. It's going to be an absolute blast. I know, I'm sure everyone here looking forward to that as well. Marshmello is so much fun to watch live, but this is it. Dr. Lupo, at the end of this game, we will crown the first ever Fortnite World Champions. I cannot believe we made it here. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. $15 million on the line here. 3, 2, 1.
Jack, 10 weeks of practice, the qualifiers, constant hours of scrimmaging against each other. These players know each other's strategies. They know where they're going to drop. They know when they will and won't pressure. This is going to be intense. Everything comes down to this last match, and as we've seen from previous games, 20-plus points is easily attainable in a single match, which means tons of players still in contention for first place.
Yeah, anyone can still make some moves here.
The back-to-back winners, Nyrox, Aqua, on your screen right now. Saw him making a drop down to the southwest corner of the map. If it works, I think you stick to it.
Right? I mean, it's working for these guys right now. Who will win which region will take home the Fortnite World Champion title? And already the first player dropped. Eclipse goes, Tetra goes. That will end their duos competition just like that. Before Aqua and Nyrox have even landed, that's tough, Dr. Lupo.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, man.
Tried their hardest on to the next one. You know, Aqua, quick little note there, dealt 1,152 damage in the last match, over 3 times higher than the match at Nyrox love to get when combat situations arise, an opportunity to third party, take shots at players on rotation.
Yep.
Those damage numbers add up in a big way, and most of the time to eliminations. Jack, every Elam.
Cállate, Jisoo, cállate.
Zin and Nyx. Duo for Brazil looking to make shots here. Players over at Snobby do pick up that first elimination. Twiz goes down. His duo nowhere to be seen just yet, but that Elam is big for them, an early point, very key. Format on the right side of your screen, if you forgot. Look it up top, that little evil base. The bolt action sniper rifle. Temporarily vaulted, brought back a headshot as a knockdown, 105 to the body. Big damage there.
So here we go. Players now still fighting. It's Keatstar and Hunter. Shockwave grenades picked up. 20 total builds possible. 200 HP, so they have
Estos tipos, papi, son dioses.
Wondering if they've done any damage yet to their opponents. Looks like they'll just go ahead and be happy with backing on them for now. Don't want their final game to end super, super early.
We can see the mini-map down there. I'm curious if they know other players are over there
Sure
at Mega Mall. Meanwhile, Aiden and Sean, Paradise bombs. Aiden goes down. It's all up to Sean to try and make the clutch save. It is potable. SSK, Jam side, also
Yup.
dropping down here every single time, but it is not enough. Jam side comes out on top, able to temporarily save his duo.
And there goes Aiden and Sean. They now exit
Lo abandono.
World Cup duos as well.
More pressure though. Jay and Little also dropping here at Paradise. These highly contested, very important POIs are big. Oh my gosh, the aggression.
Shockwaves in, stink grenades deployed, and there it goes. The elimination comes on through as they got the scent of blood and like sharks in the water chase down their opponent.
You can't really blame them either in situations like this, though, especially the World Cup. If you get a knockdown, if you're in a 2v1, you're even willing to sacrifice your teammate potentially in a situation like that to try and get another.
Already, people are dropping much quicker this game.
Oh, 100%.
Already down to 7 duos eliminated from this one. 84 players left in total. And you might think, that's not a lot in Fortnite, but no, trust me, right now in a lobby like this, they're going quick. And I will say this duo of Daedra and M11Z, if they can make it to late game with the assault rifles they have a legendary assault rifle, Dr. Lupo, and an epic infantry rifle. Both of those can shred. And as we know, editing out windows, finding opponents who are rotating, maybe hitting a substream or shadow form. Some well-timed AR shots can mean quick damage and eliminations.
We're going to have to see going into the late game if this aggressive gameplay continues. 30 seconds until the circle moves. Meanwhile, over at Neo Tilted, we've seen this 2v2 so many times. Clix and Skeptic versus Mongraal and Mitro. The high ground taken.
Mongraal está bien
All the way
mierda.
up top, pressure from above.
Juega cabrón, pero pierde.
See if he can hit a shot through his quick edit. 103 from Mongraal from underneath. Gonna edit out and try and take the high ground. At this point, no shield on Clix inside the box. Trying to get the edit, can't quite get it just yet. Here we go, opting to maybe fake a rotation away, maybe using the shadow to climb all the way up the high ground. Can't quite get it. He's gonna have to jump all the way to the bottom to get back out of the fight. Hits from underneath. He's gonna box up just a little bit and rotate for a better angle at this point. Meanwhile, Mitro in the baller. Bottom of the building. They're paired up together at this point. Mongraal actually, they're shifted buildings away from each other. And Clix and Skeptic have the ultimate high ground from above on this fight. Beaming that baller. Can't quite see if they got the break just yet. But separated, Mongraal and Mitro not going to be as effective as Clix and Skeptic when it comes to solo, just applying pressure.
No le dio porque Dios no
That's so
quiso.
important because if you can get a shield break or even a knock because you've shot the same target, like you've beamed them down, you push your shots through their builds to try and counter it. It's so much easier when you're standing on top of each other. That might be pivotal in deciding who wins the current 2v2.
Yeah, and they're going to go ahead and back on up. I will say Skeptic basically saves Clix right there, who was down to just 28 HP. Skeptic's able to get there in time. They get the minis popped as well. Landjock and Punisher, who had some early exits in some games. The beginning of today, looking to see if they can end on a high note right now. One chunk splash used to get up to 157 HP. Landjock with the elimination down on the 2 Linane. As they continue to bust on through. 2 versus 1. Linane dead. They get the full elimination. Chug Splash unfortunately missed right there as he was shockwaved away, but he'll hop right back in and help his duo.
Drop in, fighting the same box. Tyler 15 goes down. That kind of 2v1 is tough. You're stuck inside the box with both opponents. There's kind of no way out, especially when some of the walls may not even necessarily be yours.
And Clix and Skeptic run away from Tilted to not have to deal with a fight there, but instead push right into XXM and X-Men. Now the fight begins. Skeptic dropping on back, trying to dodge the sticks. Clix taking a ton of damage right there as well. And did they just get an elimination? The player was knocked. The player was knocked, and the elimination was actually finished by the airstrike coming on through. Clix does get knocked by the sting. We hopped away from that at an unfortunate time, but we do get an update there as Skeptic now at 150 HP. The sting grenade to the face again, and
Ese es el nene, tiene que ser el nene, papi.
Clix now knocked, and nades flying on in.
Mira, tipo, el tipo está bien duro.
150 makes the difference. Can Skeptic clutch right now? You see the panic stick, he actually sticks himself right there. Skeptic with no builds, relying on just this hand cannon. Can they get the full elimination with the extra HP? It looks like they'll decide to fall back and eliminate Clix right now. Skeptic looking to try to cut down this player. They have knocked. How many rounds will they get? Looks like 12 total builds. Might be a difference maker in this one. Through, wall in place, not going to happen as of yet. Tries to get a shot. Oh my gosh! The clutch from Skeptic.
La
And
presión
you see
está
he
bien.
shakes his head right there, does get the job done.
Oye,
The
este juego
one shot,
mato a ti.
headshot
Creo que es
from
ese,
the
¿no?
hand cannon, 150
Que mató
to
a
the dome,
Difu.
swings the battle in his
Está bien
favor.
ready,
No
no
match,
falla
no
todo.
teammate, no problem as Skeptic gets the job done.
Y está jugando solo.
And I'll say it again,
Pues,
he's one of the most
que se le
confident
murió.
players that we have seen in the World Cup.
Malvado.
And right there, literally standing in the open to bait a shot so he could hit that 150 with a hand cannon is huge.
He knew he needed to do something to swing the tide of that battle. It's literally nearly impossible to win with 0 mats and they have the high ground. And guess what? As the player went down to thirst, his teammate, well, things worked in his favor as he hits the shot. Saf and Zate, who had a 3-point lead on second place heading to this game, currently at 0 points earned so far, but still in a position where they can earn a lot off placement and finish strong to be crowned world champions. We'll see if it goes their way. They do have one heavy sniper, 4 shadow bombs. You see in the inventory of Saf, and a launch pad too. So a lot of items to use in the late game, Dr. Lupo.
Another player flying in, Wishy DP. Gustavox 8. Duo winning below Stompy, Shinken, a duo that I want to have my eyes on quite a bit. We see a quick little edit fight here through
Uy.
the wall, and they pick off Zexro and Vinny inside the
Uy, papá.
Zexro and Vinny, I believe, were top 3 or top 5 heading into this game, so an unfortunate ending for them. And all things considered, you know, Stompy and Chinkin were a duo with an average placing in the
Oh.
online qualifiers of 1.8 across the 5 weeks.
I think it was the highest average of any duo.
And we haven't really seen much of them today, so finally seen a little bit from that duo, as many people had very high expectations. Chapix running away right now, nearby as well.
Back, applying some pressure there to a ramp being built up. Chapix kind of all by himself between 2 duos here. Dubs and Mega, the heavy sniper
Está
drop Dubs
tirando,
down. He's going to have to build back just a little bit, reconnect. Make sure your structures are held up by more than just one there, and somebody's got their eye on Dubs still. Gonna jump inside a pyramid, hold that edit. Mega sitting up on top of the windmill in a baller. Just kind of waiting at this point. They're just barely, you saw for just a second, 67 damage above the threshold.
But look, because it's a 70-player threshold and this lobby has dropped quicker, Storm Shield pops up, one player gets eliminated and drop the lobby down to 69, and immediately the Storm threat is over. So Storm Surge pops up for a second, but the Storm Surge shuts down on this second zone when the player count drops below 70. So only one player had to go down. That's exactly what happens. So the players below the damage threshold right there do just escape for the moment, as the threat is gone for right now.
1 minute remaining to the next circle. The final match for the duos competition here at the Fortnite World Cup. Still anybody's game. Like you said, $15 million on the line, and Saf and Zate are really pushing for that first place position. Applying pressure from above, gonna drop down. Just do a little bit of damage, but not the best spot to sit and try and fight that. Saf's gonna back up top and use that final mini, 149 total HP. And I was literally about to say, can still go down to a heavy snipe to the body, and that may be exactly what happened. Luckily at that range, Zate can still pick Saf up. Unless pressure comes in from that duo that just took that shot.
They just get updated that Mitro was just eliminated, but remember folks, this is Zate and Saf on your screen, who are our current leaders today. Saf knocked. It looks like Zate's gonna try to go for the revive, and no one's nearby. Talk about a perfect scenario for them to be able to get a revive in. That could have spelled disaster. But up off the ground goes Saf, and they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're both back in play.
Looks like the players that took the shot sitting at that modern building at Loot Lake, the north side there, still inside the safe zone. Meanwhile, the spread of all these players starting to tighten up just a little bit. Mongrel, one of the most popular EU players, all on his own right now. Mongrel, Mitro, 10 points behind first, 2 points behind fifth overall going into this match. They are so close to the top of the leaderboard, Jack. Saf and Zate, by the way, first going to this match.
Continue to keep watching exactly where the players stack up. Mongrel with all the pressure on him. If there's one thing you can see, legendary rocket launcher. The way Mongrel makes the most incredible performance of his entire life is if he can somehow get high ground late game and use the maxed ammo rocket launcher to just fire down shots and get multiple eliminations. And there's an 86 tag right away with that legendary infantry rifle.
Sees the build down at the bottom, looking just to take any shot he can, any damage he can deal. With eliminations, even just 1 or 2, maybe Keys is lucky, and Rush flying in. Right side here, just a second. Meanwhile, Aqua and Nyrox, the back-to-back winners, looking to pick up their third duo victory royale. Here in a second, catches an opponent inside the same box. The duo looks to follow through, take the wall, the shots through, and the back-to-back Elin still applying pressure, and there it is.
And you see the excitement right there. Every point they get is an opportunity to make this comeback happen and a potential win for the European region. I just saw Chinken go down the elimination feed, and they've got chunk splashes galore. Still get back up to full health, and still scrappy game right now for Zayt and Sap. 0 points on the board, and they are nowhere close to earning placement points at this one.
A minute remaining before the next storm. They're going to have to position themselves to move. Before too long, pressure is going to happen on the rotation. You're going to see players in positions to take advantage of people moving in from the outside of the storm. When we get to circle 5 to 6, when the half and half happens, that's kind of when everything gets a little crazy, right? Yeah. The elimination feed is full of players getting knocked and finished by the storm, potentially. You have duos going down at that point, but right now, Saf and Zayt biding their time. They don't want to burn too many materials this early. 60 possible builds in Saf's inventory, 50 in Zayt's. Don't have to move just yet.
Reminder for everyone watching at home, this is our final game today. At the end of this, the score will be tallied, and we will crown our first ever Fortnite World Cup champions, our Fortnite World Champions, live from the Arthur Ashe Tennis Stadium here in New York City. Stay involved in the conversation. Use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup before, well, everything goes insane in these next few moments. The fourth zone has popped on up. 56 players left, 34 duos. Who will take the final victory royale?
Now, Rojo and Wolfies all the way up top, on top of the hill here. They do have at least one baller. They have an opportunity to move. Looks like Rojo's going to make that move. Wolfie's just kind of waiting, biding his time, maybe looking to take a shot at somebody. Baiting your teammate, not the worst idea. Rojo's going to move down this little camp underneath, behind a shack, and farm up everything that he can. Materials, like we've said before, we'll say it again. You always see late games where it comes down to potentially who does and does not have those remaining. So getting those couple materials can be key. Wolfies, you heard the snipe shot there. Looks like nobody got connected with it. Still waiting above 107 builds in that inventory. Mega and Dubs down underneath. Literally right next door. Bell, Mongrel, across the street, 4ZR and nowhere. Saf and Zayt. So many players bunched up in the same structures right now. This might be the time for players like Mega and Dubs to take shots through. That's why they're editing the windows. They're looking for players rotating or even getting pressured from others that may be around them to shoot in on the same surfaces, see if they can pick up those eiters.
Remember, Dubs and Mega currently top 5 in this tournament. Still looking to be able to break on through, to make some noise. The battle for first continues. The top 5 duos still all in play. Storm Surge did just pop up, but it's only for the top 50 players right now. So 2 more players need to drop, and Storm Surge will be over.
Just a quick note, I saw in the feed a moment ago, Nyrox, one of the back-to-back duo winners, picked up an elimination on Skeptic in the feed.
Dude, this is so close.
Tough day for them, but yes, 31 duos. More than half of the lobby needs to go down before we even get to placement points. And Nyrox and Aqua are sitting on 4 total right now, which is huge for them.
They're already in the next zone. They're on the high ground. They've got 5 shadow bombs, near max materials, 4 shockwave grenades, already 4 limbs. Ben, they could somehow do this. They actually are in an incredible position to win another game, and there they just eliminated Ronaldo. The 5th elimination for Nyrox and Aqua. They've already got another player down to just HP too.
At this point, imagine 3 victory royales in a row for this duo would be absolutely definitive that this is one of the best, if not the best duo in Fortnite right now.
This is insanely intense right now. So much on the line for these players. They're boxed on up. Keep in mind, the average age of the players here today, 16, and what is that update.
That's
Nyrox and Aqua.
Jackets
are
1 point between
1
first and second.
point away from first, but there, Zayt gets an elim. Now 2 points away again. Saf with an elim as well.
It was the same player. Was the
okay? They're knocking him. Okay, but still, either way, within a couple points of first place. And on the top left, the team in second. On the bottom right, the team in first. Who will become the first ever Fortnite World Champions?
Go rotation occurring. Mongrel on the feet, picking up the
Dubs.
Dubs.
He just knocked out. He just elim Dubs.
Saf and Zayt waiting on the bottom. Only one elim, but it doesn't really matter at this point. They just need to focus on positioning and catching players on rotation. Funk at the top of your screen. Tons of players bunched up near each other. Mongrel headed peak shots the rocket out. See if pressure can happen there. And Mongrel may be able to pick up an elim soon. An RPG late game in competitive Fortnite. Super advantageous, especially if you have players that are on move. Hit a shot just in front of him. He's going for this quick
competition. It was Mitro who winds up living all the way to the end by himself and getting 5 extra elims, which put them into the top 3 after just game number 1. Now it's Mongrel's turn to do the same. The new pickup for FaZe Clan looking to clutch on up. Putting shots down range. I believe this is Mega, one of his teammates on FaZe, who's on the other side of that metal, and he's not relenting with this pressure. Both of these duos actually in our top 10 right now. The new zone pops on up, and this is a full moving zone. Did he get the elim? He did! Mongrel with the elimination onto Mega. Just so single-handedly took down Dubs and Mega.
I don't know if you saw that when the elim popped up on his screen. The eyebrows raised just a little bit. He may have even been surprised that he picked that one off. That's a huge point for that duo.
Absolutely within arm's reach of making this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the final moments of the Fortnite World Cup Duos competition. Who will take home $3 million and the title of Fortnite World Champion? Mongrel trying to put his name into the hat. 3 eliminations so far. Storm Surge has begun, but they're far and away above it. He uses his last Shadow Bomb though, Dr. Lupo.
Over 1,000 damage above, but yeah, that last mobility piece, that might be a mistake we'll have to see here in a second. The move so far, though, that maybe that was his only choice to stay in this. Look at you, the left side of your screen right now, folks, is insanity. So many players making their way across in even the same structures built by their opponents. 36 total players. We're at 23 duos remaining. 8 more duos need to go down before we get into placement points. And with how close first, second, third, all those placements are to each other, every single point is going to matter coming down to the last moments here.
Saf all by himself now. You see Aqua weak, Nyrox weak. Players dropping another Shockwave, using it all the way ahead of the zone. It could be a game-saving play on the bottom right of your screen. Aqua's all by himself. Mongrel now 1 shot. This could be the end. No, he gets 50 health. Mongrel gets 50 health. He'll live to see another day as the zone doesn't take him yet. Can the young god make it happen? No! The player turns and rips him in 2 as he does drop out there. They will not finish atop our leaderboards.
Immediately after Stompy picks up the elim on Mongrel, Nate Hill takes him out, and we're down to 22 players left.
We're down to the top 15.
Everybody's just picked up placement points for the leaderboard standing, which is key. Everybody on the board right now still in huge contention. Landjock goes down to the top. Chapix and Epic Whale have the ultimate high ground on every player that's left in the match. Nate Hill flying just barely outside of the storm. He will contend. He does go down right there. Rojo, multiple players still in Ballers. The Rocket, an attempt to break Rojo's RPG. The Baller with the RPG rotates away from it. Look at the top left of the screen though, Jack.
Only 1 duo left. Epic Whale on the high ground all by himself. Cease and Elevate, the last duo alive in this game, can still make something happen. They were in a very similar situation earlier on. Shots still coming out through. Aqua with 1, but he goes down. We'll have to see where they end up as we look to crown our champions. 8 players remaining, 7 different squads. Again, the only duo still left, Cease and Elevate. They're currently at 4 total eliminations. Rojo on the bottom right of your screen, the left side, the full lobby left. Arkram still in this, 4ZR as well. Keenstar with so little HP, can't take a bit of storm damage. Cease goes down, Elevate with an elim. Epic Whale raining down shots. Rojo trying to panic build in these last moments. 6 players left in this game.
Still a full duo though. There we go. Elevate goes down. Cease eliminated as well. It's 4 solos remaining. These are the final moments of the duos competition for the Fortnite World Cup. We have 4 players remaining with Arcrum sitting at the highest Elim count. Oh, Hosuckus got the build up. Still in the safe zone. A quick 180 and he can't quite catch that elimination.
Arcrum 1 versus 1. Arcrum versus the player up top. There's just no way. There's just no way. Arcrum though, 6 elims, but 4ZR in the end will take the final game with the victory royale. 10 placement points earned. What a performance in the final moments right there. As that was our final game. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for all our players today. Here are the last moments again. I mean, there's just no way. Dr. Lupo, 4ZR, health advantage in the zone. Arcrum did what he could. Still a beautiful performance at 16 eliminations, or 6 eliminations, sorry, and second place in that one. But either way, folks, we'll see exactly how it all plays on out here. There's the replay. My gosh, Dr. Lupo, my heart is racing right now. I can barely put a thought together, I'm not gonna lie.
A valiant effort from Arcrum right at the end there to try and hold out the campfire down, but not enough materials and the shots from above from 4ZR. Like you said, material advantage, HP advantage, every advantage in the world. It was his game to win.
Yeah, and I'm looking around right now, a lot of people on their feet here in this venue for where we will soon find out who will be crowned the first ever Fortnite World Champion, who will have their lives changed forever as they win $3 million combined between the two. Millions watching online, send right now, tweet out who you think took it home. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, get it trending. Who do you think won? I think we've got an idea, but I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything until the official leaderboards come out, or else I will be kicked off this stage and never allowed back.
Security will actually spear tackle him.
Yeah.
It's true. They told me before we got on.
Millions watching online. Send right now. We'll check out as now we still await the final scores. Dr. Lupo looking back on today with solo competition still to happen tomorrow. What are your big takeaways from the games we saw?
I think we saw upsets and for some teams that are on the stage right now. 100 of
Pues
the
yo le
best
voy.
duos that we have ever seen. They have to realize that they every other challenger to get here.
Yo le voy a Omongrad, que está perdiendo más que el diablo. Y si está Tifu, pues le voy a Tifu. Porque Tifu es la bestia y necesito ver a Tifu. Tifu es el papá del pollito.
The results are in. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the first ever Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox!
Oh, ganaron estas gente. A Tifu. A Tifu, papi. Sí, mira, ganaron estos tipos que yo no sé quiénes son. 3 millones o 3 billones. Diablo, ahora viene mi abuelo a prender la mierda esa.
2 victory royales, Jack. An incredible day of gameplay for them. The look on their faces, too.
I can't believe it.
No idea.
I cannot believe. Again, you got to remember.
How do you react to that? How do you react to that, Jack?
They're left in the dark as this loads on up. They have no idea how it's going to break all on down. They are our first ever Fortnite World Champions here for duos. We're going to get you guys the full standings breakdown to see how it all played on out. But again, they take it home. 2 wins make the difference. To be exact, I think exact, 1 point made the difference.
3 millones, papi, yo no
elimination across
yo estoy ahí, yo falto todo eso.
made the difference. That shows how close these games are.
It says a lot about the score, the skill, and everything, but there it is on your screen. Nyrox, Aqua, $3 million in prizing. And across the top 10 there, an incredible display of skill.
Latinoamérica, no hay ninguno.
Elevate and Cease, Saf and Zayt,
Están ahí, mira la lista. Te voy a enseñar ahora.
Mega and Dubs,
Tienen ahí ahora.
Items, Zexro and Vinny,
Ninguno
Vato
de
and Skype, your
Latinoamérica.
top 10 duos for the World Cup.
And just to reiterate, $3 million
Rojo puede
for
ser.
Aqua and Nyrox.
Sé yo qué carajo.
$2,250,000 for Rojo and Wolfies. Cease and Elevate, $1.8 million. Saf and Zayt,
O sea, lo malo de esta World Cup es que aunque llegue último gana chao.
And Falconer, $900,000. Congratulations to everyone that made it this far to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Here are our top 20.
Mira, mierda. En una de las listas. Ah, es japoneses también. What the fuck.
A great performance from everyone in the top 20, from everyone who made it to here across weeks of grueling competition, months of grueling competition. It pays off in a big way.
And it's funny to look at a leaderboard like that with all the prizing on the screen.
Yep.
Jack, it almost looks like a typo based on everything that we've done in the past, all the competitions for Fortnite that we've had the opportunity to commentate together. You see $3 million and you think there's a couple extra zeros, but I assure you folks,
it's correct.
That is correct.
That is correct, and that is the end of the duos competition. But it's now time to crown our champions, to hand over the trophies, and to do that, it's none other than Golden.
Están volando, lo de Latinoamérica no sirven. Me estás hablando. Latinoamérica no hay ninguno que sirva aquí.
And in the end, one duo reign supreme. So let's go ahead and make it official right here in the winner's circle. Welcome to the stage, Cooler, Aqua, and Nyrox.
Hand over the trophies, and to do that, it's none other than
Están volando, lo de Latinoamérica no sirven. Me estás hablando. Latinoamérica no hay ninguno que sirva aquí. Ahí está, te lo repetí por si acaso.
Gentlemen, the trophy is yours. Your Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox! Gentlemen, I want to get your thoughts here real quick and just talk to you about this monumental moment in your lives. How does it feel? I know that's a really generic question, man, but you just won $3 million. How do you feel, buddy? Fair enough, fair enough. For you, my friend.
We legit had the worst start ever. Like the first 3 games was awful, and then like, I don't know what happened. We just popped off.
Why do you guys think that you're here right now? What happened? What did you end up doing differently that separated you from the rest of the pack and allowed you to get in that first place position?
I think it's the amount of hours we put into this game and how serious we take it.
That's right. And now, obviously, I understand you do have some family that's here as well. You've made them very proud. Who are you playing for here today?
Like for my mom, she always supports me, and it's just insane what happened. Like, I don't know what to say. It's insane.
For you, my friend.
All my friends, my family, my father, and Itke.
All right. Well, you're definitely going to have a lot more fans now, man. Once again, your 2019 Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox. That's going to do it for us here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. 2 Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox. Congratulations once again. A lot of special things are lined up for tomorrow, so make sure you join us. It's going to be the solos competition. We crown one more world champion and a special teaser image for the next season of Fortnite. You're not going to want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the World Cup Finals of our Fortnite. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. This is the
has a Zayt and Sap win written all over it. Will they take game number 1? Yes, they will! This is the World Cup, baby! He's gonna drop on down the height for the moment. The spray coming on in, it's not enough!
Calculator and Macwood, they're holding the high ground, and that's the victory royale! Macwood pops off! Oh, there's a player in front of him, he pops up in front of him! Oh, that's so scary there, but Benji Fishy is eliminated, and he's wrestling with everyone, but Nyrox is out! Oh no, he doesn't manage to get the elimination, and in the storm, he gets the victory royale!
Pressure coming on in, they drop down low, the tag's coming! Oh my gosh! Aqua and Nyrox!
Yo llevo como 7 veces que lo hago. Dice, un seguido con... ¿Sabes lo que pasa? Es que nosotros estamos más pobres que la queja de arriba. ¿Qué pasa? Pues nosotros tenemos que tener una buena PC y eso. Y sacar nuestro poder. Lo subí, estoy hablando aquí mierda y no se escucha. Ahí se escucha. ¿Sabes lo que pasa? Es que nosotros estamos más pobres que la queja de arriba. Nosotros tenemos... Ahí está, se escucha. Lo que pasa es que yo bajo. Si se escucha bajito yo, es porque hay gente atrás.
¿Qué pasa, hombre? ¿Qué pasa, hombre?
Ahí arriba.
¿Qué madre? 3 millones.
Cállate. Dani, cállate. Estás hablando solo porque ni te escucho. Ya, no me digas, se perdió el juego.
Volaste con Dios.
Ay, Dios. Me dijeron que te acaban de dejar, que el bobo que el tembarro.
¿Y cómo le va a aplicar a la ley a gente que él puso? Ellos pueden ser corruptos y Wanda Vázquez no lo va a investigar. Porque ella es del partido. Por eso que yo digo que ese puesto no debe ser por el partido. Porque un partido no va a investigar un mismo partido. ¿Entiendes? El gobernador le dio trabajo a ella. ¿Lo va a investigar?
Ay, bendito. Llega Dani a joder, que Dani viene y me jode todo esto aquí. Dani viene. Ay, bendito. Dani viene y me jode todo esto aquí. Que no sé, así no se puede, gente. Que venga un amigo y que te joda todo el streaming. Está cabrón. Está cabrón. ¿Para qué quieres enemigo? ¿Para qué quieres enemigo si tienes el cabrón este aquí? Dani, pues, te quiero. Estás cabrón. Cago en tu vida. Me dieron que te acabas de dejar. Déjame ponerlo en 2.0 para que me vean la cara de penganga. Por culpa de este. Te acaban de dejar. Qué ópera juego. Vamos a unirme a este canto de loco. Ah, pero este tipo se pone a jugar también, mira, vete para acá. Dani. Volando. Dani. Habla.
Aló.
Estás volando.
Estás volando.
Ahora se escucha, ahora.
Ahora.
Deja de estar jugando y salte para jugar.
Espérate.
Diablo, te metes en un juego. Ah, pues me voy a jugar solo.
Pues si te fuiste y no sabía cuándo iba a volver. Ya me matan ahora. Y se fue, me cago en ti. Ahora tengo que esperarlo ya, me cago en la puta.
Pues, sí. Ahora no sé cuándo vas a volver. Ah, pues carajo.
Ahora. Diablo, este mierda de juego. Claro, este tipo era más malo. 15 de vida me demora ahora.
No sabes suicidarte ya.
Aquí en el
Total, vamos a morir rápido. Oh, mira los picos de este can.
Mora. Ah, me van a morir. Hijo de puta. No, mi vida no te voy a romper.
Claro, este tipo tiene más trajes que Dios.
¿Quién? ¿El pescado?
El pescadito. Ay, mira el traje de World Cup.
Sí, esa mierda es exclusiva. Los de Fortnite dijeron que no va a volver a salir más nunca en el juego.
Pero nunca lo vas a comprar.
Aquí la gente.
No, porque
Me cago en todo.
los chavos que lo van a meter a Fortnite es para la temporada nueva. Pero peleando todo 56 horas, my weather. Una probadita.
Dale, vamos a jugar. Ya listo, ya está hablando.
Y pues me cago en ti. 3 millones.
Sí, 3 millones voy a ganar yo. No son mías, papu. Las gafas no son mías, son de mi hermana, que yo se las robo siempre.
Y del top 10 para abajo todo el mundo se lleva 100.000. Es que me cago en todo.
Eres cabrón. Papi, si no ganamos esto, no ganamos la World Cup nunca. Son unos 3D que no ganamos unas partidas normales. Queremos ganar 3.000 pesos, 2 millones y no ganamos ni una normal. Aquí yo no tengo una computadora bien heavy. Yo tengo una computadora heavy, papi. Yo exploto aquí todo el mundo.
Qué madre, sáquenme a estos tipos, no me importa que ganaron.
Por favor, no te petes. Dime que no te petaste, Fortnite.
¿Te salió la foto de los tipos? Ahí, me tapa toda la pantalla.
Ay, creía que se iba a petar, tío. No. Ah, mira, sacaron unos tipos aquí. ¿Qué será esto?
Que ganaron, sí, tipo está ahí desde media hora, tipo, tapa todo.
Saca eso.
Se puede sacar.
Espérate, vamos a darle la setting. Ya perdimos. Tenemos unos parques ahí.
Este mundo la tiene, eso estaba bien.
Espero que cuando me tire se salgan. No se salgan.
No, si me tiré ahorita y no se salieron. Tuve miedo con la partida ahí. Congratulations de Fortnite World Cup Duo Champions.
Ganaron 2 juegos.
Sí, tipo. Loco, y Munger, si no hubiera muerto y hubiera llegado al top 15, ganaba. O llegaba entre los dos. Porque él estaba súper cerca de los tipos eso. Solo tenía que clasificarle el top 15 y ya estaba top.
No, yo estoy petando ahora porque tengo lag. Tengo lag. Ay, Dios. Estoy lagueando como un mismo tecato. Ay, Dios, porque la vida es una, papi, porque la vida es una. No. Tipo, sacarme en estos tipos. Ellos fueron los que ganaron, yo no.
Ven aquí.
Sí me gusta. Ni escopeta ni nada, que clase, bitch. Me dijeron que te acaba de dejar, que voy a que te engañó, y el que le amor. Papi, yo odio que esta gente esté hablando atrás mío y se escucha en todo el directo. Mira, tengo gente. Tengo gente. Papi, si no tengo una escopeta, mano, que ópera. Sí. Tenemos gente al lado de nosotros también.
Que lo hace, le disparé también a ellos. Estos cabrones, que no quiero ver la cara de estos tipos. Me desconcentran.
¿Cómo fue con culo? ¿Cómo van a enseñar a esos tipos ahí?
Los cabrones se ganan 3 millones y ni se mutan, se quedan ahí sentados en la silla como que, ¿qué está pasando aquí?
Ganamos desayuno cada día 3.000 pesos. Millones.
Literal. 3 millones ahí, todo lo que da. Y los papás te emocionados ahí, somos millonarios, y ellos como que, ok.
Los chavos son míos, te mamaste. 30. Tiene sniper. Recargando con... Toma, huevo. Nada que ver. 5.
¿Cruzamos?
Como tú quieras. Pero esa gente está bien muerta. Está apuntando.
No tiene vida.
Le metemos.
Ese me tiene vida.
Ah, esta tiene vida. ¿Qué? ¡Ey! Ya se me congeló la pantalla. Se me congeló la pantalla, tipo, que cosa. Me salió anuncio ahí. Tipo, yo tenía...
Vente. Mierda.
Tipo, que ópera que no tenía recargado, mano. Y estoy lagueando.
Yo no tenía nada recargado.
Le metí con la Digger. Yo, espera, no me gusta también de computadora, que comprar una bien heavy.
¿Verdad?
Ya tú tienes una, cállate.
Una mierda también, yo quiero una buena.
Yo quiero la que tú tienes.
No, es una mierda. Tú te compras una laptop gaming y es mejor que esta mierda.
Sí, pero puedo jugar mejor que esta mierda. Esta mierda no puede ni jugar.
Esta computadora le falta más RAM.
La mierda. Dímelo, Russian Hacker. Estamos Gucci. Hello, Russian. Hello. Estamos fallando como unos pendejos aquí. Ah, mira, los quitaron.
Por fin. De cualquier manera.
Qué mierda esta nera.
Me tiro el diente en un novio. I love you. Con mi cabello, tu fotografía con la del gran combo.
Hoy estoy lagueando como un dios. Como un dios. Creo que voy a hacer. El carajo el chat. Lo leo después. Yo creo que así está mejor. Otra de para que el rot.
Easy money, baby.
No te pagarlos. Ay, ¿quién buse? Ay, Dios. Eso creía que era una metra, no una escopeta.
Ay, qué madre, morí.
Oh, espera. Tipo 3. Ya llevo 2 partidas sin tocar una escopeta, vamos. Cada vez que me pasa esto, nunca lo
madre,
tengo.
hija de tu madre.
partidas que no tengo una mejor escopeta. Ay, como yo, de parte.
Ay, hijo de tu puta madre. Hijo de su puta madre.
Te va al carajo, Dani.
Pasa.
Llega a los 13 likes. 13 likes, yo solamente llego a 5. Tan triste hoy. Ay, como yo, no te parte. Mañana la final del World Cup. Yay.
Ahí va a estar el Tifu.
Y va a estar el Tifu, loco. Ese sí lo voy a grabar. Ese sí va a ser un directo bien en la madre. Ay, como yo, no te parte.
No sé si mi ángel de la guarda me quiera guardar.
Vamos para la World Cup del año que viene.
XD. Bueno, ahora viene la Winter.
¿Qué carajo es eso?
Para Navidad, la Winter Cup. Winter, sí, algo así se llama ese.
Pues yo voy para allá entonces.
Lo tanto que amo, ya no me hace feliz.
Hola, aquí cayó Cristo, cayó aquí. Me cago en todo.
Quiero un teclado nuevo.
¿Qué?
Teclado nuevo.
¿Quieres un teclado nuevo? Si ya tienes uno nuevo.
¿Qué nuevo?
¿Qué quiero oír? ¿Qué soy yo? Tengo un tipo aquí.
Quiero una mini.
No muerto.
Bueno. No muero, no muero.
No muero.
Ni por nada. Estaba uno. Ya los tipos tienen esa casa más llena que...
No.
Y voy 200 ahí.
Sí, metí una granada.
Muerto, lo maté.
Bueno. ¡Ay! Había una trampa.
Ah, mierda.
Eso no lo vi. Ni la escuché. Que lo habían puesto. No había nadie, no hay nadie. Tiene una granada, papi. Que petó a todo el mundo.
Mala suerte.
Ey, como yo, no te parte. No me vi la
para la mierda, tú dale para acá. ¿Se ve que la trampa? Y se mete otra vez en la trampa.
Vamos a mirar aquí. Ay, como que no me va a salir.
A la verga, el tipo que me mate me de esto. Me envió una solicitud. Se llama Twitch, yo no sé qué diablo.
Viene gente. Mierda.
Es la
Tengo
gente.
aquí. Ay, me mató. No tiene vida está blanco.
Mierda, siguen tirando y no sé dónde están.
Aquí dentro, atrás tuyo. Ay, tiene pompa. Ese está blanco, el que te sigue atrás tuyo. Está debajo de la escalera. Tiene pom, cuidado. El compañero está arriba, en el techo. Creo yo. Ah, vi una táctica y no me dijiste. Míralo ahí, míralo ahí.
Ya, 21 nada más. Ah, loco, me duele la uña. No, para que le den copy. Un piquete cabrón desde que yo era un papi. Me miran de loco como caca tanto de los topi.
Esto está...
¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué es
A
esto?
ver. Twitch Mue se llama. Aceptar. Escuchado. Solo más hijo de puta que he escuchado.
¿Me lo gané o no me lo gané? ¿Y eso qué vale cero en el...?
Tienes
Hola.
que... Alguien te lo tiene que regalar.
Exacto, regálamelo.
Ya lo regalé a Irán. Él me lo regaló a mí y yo se lo regalé a él.
Pegó en tu vida.
Estamos arriba,
Ay,
estamos
como
arriba,
yo, no
estamos
te
arriba.
pases.
Ey. Estamos arriba. Tengo hambre. Con ese churrasquito. ¡Ay! Mierda de juego. Oye, dale para allá, cabrón. Dale, pollo, pesco de mierda.
Es como yo, no te partes.
Estaba así, like, acostado mirando para arriba y yo no sé cómo carajo el juego así.
Vamos que se me petó el Minecraft este.
Ya se le petó el juego, me cago en todo.
Bueno, voy a terminar el directo para el Caribe. No soporta, esto no soporta nada. La mierda.
Hay gente, ahí se vetaron.
Mira, mira, mira. Petó, crachó. Bueno, gente, termino el directo. La vida es una. Gracias por suscribirte, Lucian Hacker. Eres la bestia ahora mismo. Ahora, después pues será la bestia 2014. Ey, como yo, no te partes. Déjame terminar el directo como diablo, yo termino aquí. Déjame llamar a este por Discord. Está petando. ¿Te imaginas que no conteste? Ay, su vida, ya tenéis. Bueno, espero que les haya gustado, nos vemos, hasta mañana, mañana va a ser otro directo, que va a ser el último de la World Cup y espero que lo disfruten mañana porque le va a dar duro. Pero yo...